Hey there, my gorgeous designers and design lovers on Instagram. Look at you. It's so good to see you. I'm Donna Hoffman, and it is time once again to do this. Hey, you gorgeous peeps, my designers and my design lovers on Facebook. I've already said hello to my peeps on Instagram, and now it's my hello to you. Hello, hello, my lovelies. How are you? Whether you're a design professional joining us or whether you're a design lover joining us, these have been so much fun. These are our Facebook and Instagram lives that we have been doing for over 3.5 years. Every Tuesday, stopping what we're doing here at our design studio. They call me the interior design advocate because I've been called one of the leading coaches in the United States, all about empowering designers to do more and be more in your business, and to empower design lovers to do more and be more in what you're creating in your home. And today is a special day with a special topic. This is a hot one that I get a lot of questions from you on, and it's about the top 5 accessories designers are spilling. I'm actually going to give you my top 10 accessories because I love you. That's just how it goes. But if you're one of my design pros, I want you to chime in with what your top 5 must-have accessories are as well. And if you are just a design lover, not just but if you're a design lover and you want to chime in with that, fabulous. And if you have a question about accessorization, something that stumps you and stymies you, and we did have a question sent in earlier on this very topic, which is being passed to me right now, we'll take that as well. And I'll be making a little announcement at the end of or to the middle or to the end of this Instagram Live and Facebook Live. So here's the story. As a luxury interior design company owner and designer myself, I will tell you that accessories are such powerhouses, and a lot of clients don't even fully understand the impact accessories have in a room until all their furniture comes in, the rugs, the window coverings. We do the big reveal, the big install almost, but they see, hey, what's missing? It's the accessories. Once that goes in with the art, oh my gosh, an accessory art is part of your accessory story. It's a huge game changer. There's so much you can do to really power up rooms with accessories. So let's see if what's on my list for top 5 accessories is on your list. And again, I'm going to give you 10 because I love you. So I think an absolute powerhouse tool that I love using in all shapes and sizes and finishes, a great looking decorative box. Love them to pieces, whether it's done in bone or faux bone or ceramic, whether they're done in a leather, a faux shagreen, doesn't matter. Different sizes, two in the same finish, but in smaller sizes, stacked one on top of the other. Those beautiful decorative boxes are great. They hide a multitude of sins if you want to put your bits and bobs in them. That's always good. But they're great for layering with other pieces, whether on a bookcase, whether on a coffee table, or at a bedside table. It doesn't matter. Great, great, fabulous. Keep your eyes peeled for those. Another good-looking accessory that I think is a power tool, I think you should definitely look to have in your home several really good-looking picture frames in related frame style. Doesn't have to be the same finish, but related, and good-looking ones in 5x7 size and 3x5 size. Get rid of the 8x10s. They're not easy to style out in a room. They can really overpower an arrangement, unless you're doing this big giant arrangement of over the top photos, which I'm not hugely in favor of. I think it starts to look like clutter pretty quickly. So 3x5s, 5x7s, but does everything need to be silver if that's your palette? No, there can be silvers and pewters, and you can have a little bit of black, but or even silvers, pewters, and a little bit of gold, right? Or a little bit of white. But they should be companionable, all righty? So you need some great picture frames. Also, I'm really a proponent of having every designer knows that a great looking vase, but a 10-inch size or even a 14-inch size. When you start layering things, you need some taller things, some height. Those are great as well. Also, fabulous trays are wonderful. They're great for anchoring vignettes, whether on a sideboard, whether on a server, whether on a coffee table, whether on a dresser. And trays in a gajillion different finishes, from silvers to golds to mirrored bottoms. Depends upon the style that you're working in, but don't overlook the power of a tray as a great unifier device and a great neatener upper. You can really make some great statements with a great tray. And then number 5 I gave you was good looking coasters. I think every room is better when it has some good looking coasters. I don't care if they're at the bedside. I don't care if they're in your living room, your family room, your home office. You know, there are so many great options, from faux leather options to ceramics to glass. It should all be part of a single thought, right? All of the accessories in a room exert a pressure on each other. They exert an influence on you as in terms of how you experience that site, that space. So there should be not a matchy-matchy, but it should be companionable. There should be an agreement between them, all righty? So there's your 5. But I had to give you more than that because I love you, but I want to hear what your faves are. Listen, don't ever underestimate the power of books. So I'm actually going to give you 11. Books are wonderful. Big coffee table books stacked, 2 on top, 1 on top of the other, a pretty box on top, and then a little we'll talk about what the little is in a little bit. But books are great, and you can also purchase or make your own covered books, right? So you can purchase beautiful leather wrapped or faux leather wrapped books and use those to create a style out, 2 of them stacked somewhere or running them through a bookcase to create kind of an anchored rhythm and story. But if you want to get crafty and fabulous on your own, get beautiful craft paper. If your daughter's tween bedroom has lavender as a splash color, why not cover some books in a beautiful lavender craft paper and put those, disperse those on her shelves as well. See where I'm going with this? Books are a great calming device, right? An anchoring device or a device of interest if you're going to use them as beautiful coffee table books. I know I only said it's going to give you 5, but here it goes with more. Favorite accessories from a designer. I think you're great if you have a terrific looking pair of votive candle holders. They're wonderful, again, as part of a larger style out for bedside tables. They're great on coffee tables. I don't like to get my coffee table stacked with super high things. I think it looks very stagey and it looks very like merchandisey, like you're in a store, and it's uncomfortable for people to talk over those things when they're too tall, those things, those accessories. So I think votives are great, and I like them in pairs. Pairs or even trios can look really beautiful, beautifully styled. And if budget allows, it doesn't have to be a high budget thing. I'll take it back. If you're up for this, I think a great tabletop sculpture is terrific. It can be in glass, it can be in a metal, it can be in a ceramic. Doesn't have to be pricey, but something that is about, 10 inches to 12 to 14 tall, and then you can create some nice vignettes around it. I think that's a real power tool. And even in a beautiful guest bathroom, that can really hold court nicely instead of a tall vase or something, or a vase. I love footed bowls. I think they're wonderful, whether you want to put holiday ornaments in them, seasonal things, mossy grasses, lemons at certain times of year. I just think that they're beautiful and great to use and style out with. I tend to use those in a lot of the residences that I style out. And I think am I up to 11 yet? Oh, no, I'm not up to 11 yet. And I know I told you 5, and then I said I was going to do 10, but I thought of the books that I hadn't written down. I think a beautiful paperweight. Love a beautiful paperweight. Again, it doesn't matter what the material is. The material has to be important to you and your design fingerprint and what's going on in the space that you're designing. But again, stacked with some books, stacked next to a beautiful decorative box, right? Notice that I'm going from larger pieces to smaller pieces, from taller pieces to more stout pieces, right? So that's really kind of what you're doing with accessories. You're kind of writing a little bit of jazz music. And then I would also say to you, how about a nice little compact tabletop plant? Now, before you groan and say, I don't have a green thumb, let me tell you something. There are some hard to kill plants out there. And get into a simple watering schedule, a little succulent, a little ivy, something. Just, it's beautifully fresh on a nightstand. It's beautifully fresh on your office desk. It's beautifully fresh in so many different contexts. Just be careful when you water that you don't overwater and soak whatever is beneath. And I know you're going to say, what about faux? I have come over to the dark side. A lot of you who've known me for a while know I'm never really so into the faux thing. But I think faux has improved. I do. So if you have a really beautiful faux plant, small tabletop something, that can really just add a nice freshness. All right. So those are my faves. If you have faves, put them in there. Or if you want to vote on some of the things that I've said, put that in there too. And I'm happy to take your questions. Oh, next week, Next week is going to be my last Facebook Live with you, my last Instagram Live with you for Tuesday, right? I have really struggled with this, you guys. I have loved being out here with you every Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern. We've done it. We've gone for it. I love hugging you through the airwaves. I love taking your questions. I love teaching you. The demands of my design business, the demands of my coaching business, my coaching students, my designers that I'm coaching, it's gotten to the point where I need a break. All right, I'm wearing out a little bit, so I need to take a break and put a pin in it. So next week will be my last Instagram Live with you, my last Facebook Live with you in this forum. If you want more of me, you can always go find my online courses. They're fabulous. They're there for you. If you want more of me, you can check out my, it's kind of like a wine and design thing. We call it the VIP Lounge. You can check that out, where we do these monthly meetups and talk about design, and I look at people's projects. So there are other ways to have me. I'll still be blogging for you and so forth, but next week will be our last soiree together. And next week, I'm doing a combined topic for my designers and my design lovers. And I'm talking about what to do when you and your client disagree aesthetically. So for the design lovers out there, what do you do when you disagree aesthetically with your designer? Okay, we're going to look at it from both sides. Shooby-doo. There it is. All right, so let me see who's saying what. Okay, I'm getting people who are sad that we're okay. What's going on here? Okay, so Lisa is sad that we're going to be putting a pin in our. Okay, I get it. Lisa's sad. Mary Ellen, I'm sorry, Lisa. Mary Ellen is saying that we'll miss you. I'll miss you too. I know I'm going to miss you guys. And listen, stay tuned to our newsletter. Stay tuned to my Instagram feed, my Facebook feed, because I'll be announcing if we're going to come out and do something. You'll know. You'll be in the know. All righty. So Christy is saying that I will be missed. I will miss you back, Christy. Mary Ellen is saying, what about candles? Okay, we're back to accessory talk. Yes. Votives. I talked about little votives. I would definitely put candles in there. And yeah, you can do candles. Absolutely. That's a great accessory. Number 12 from Mary Ellen Amato. I agree. I think candles are great. Sandra's saying she'll miss me. I know you will, Sandra, but I know I'm going to see you in other ways, Sandra, so not a worry there. All righty, let's see. So if anybody has any questions about accessories, feel free to pop those in here. I know that a little earlier, Celeste Picks sent to me, I have trouble with scale. I don't like little small tchotchkes. Does everybody know what a tchotchke is? It's a Yiddish word that means, I don't know, little doodad, little bits and bobs. Here's the whole thing. Based upon that question, Celeste Picks, it tells me that you're thinking singular item in your accessories rather than full curated palette. You need a little bit of everything. You need some smalls, you need some bigs, you need some mediums, and you cluster them together. I teach this in full force and really amazingly in a fun way in my Design CPR, Creating Perfect Rooms with Accessories online course. It's called Design CPR, Creating Perfect Rooms with Accessories. Get it, CPR, Creating Perfect Rooms. Thought of everything. So that's an amazing course. And not only will you learn how to just power it out with your accessories, but you'll see other things you do related to your accessories, even your furniture layout, that can totally power up a room and just reinvent that room. So definitely check out the link I put for you here in Facebook. If you don't already have that online course, you're missing out. FOMO. Don't miss this mo or whatever. Don't miss this opportunity. So Celeste, it's not about tchotchkes. And I've also been asked a question, aren't accessories supposed to do something? Yeah, they do something. I don't care if it holds a glass of water or holds a candle. That's not what I'm talking about. Accessories move color, move texture, move line, form, shape. They are doing something. They're moving color into a particular location or texture. I just did a huge accessory presentation to a client. We're doing her entire home. It's a large home. And I explained to her that there is nothing accidental in what I'm showing her. It's all very strategically laid out, exactly how I'm bouncing shape from area to area and color and texture and size and the stories that I'm creating so that as the eye sweeps, I shouldn't even say story, the experience, the way a space will feel to you as the eye sweeps from left to right in a room, as it sweeps left to right between rooms. That's all done by controlling many things in design, one of which at the end is your accessories. So if you're thinking doesn't serve a purpose, yeah, it serves the design purpose. If you're thinking it has to be a coaster or it doesn't matter, or it has to be a box to hide the gunk and the junk, or it doesn't matter. No, 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 no. Your accessories are holding weight in a particular area, shape, color, texture, pattern, yada, yada, like I just said. So there it is. All right, so Mother.verse said, Donna, thank you so much for all the lives you have done for us. I have appreciated this so much. Oh, I'm so glad. Guys, I have loved being here with you, and I'll be here next week. So let's not get emotional. Not yet, anyway. Hopefully I won't either next week. I've loved doing them for you, and I love being with you. It's just that the weight of all of it, of all of my responsibilities, it's starting to weigh on me. And so I need to do something a little bit more in terms of self-care. So I need to just take a little break from these, and I know you'll understand. And I'm so grateful for having been in your lives in this way. It's been really wonderful. And then Mariana Mbot is saying, thank you for the time with these lives. I'll miss them, and I will miss being here with you too. So there it is. So if we don't have any other questions. Oh, we do have questions. Oh, we got questions. We got questions. Scooby Dooby. All right, questions. Happy pre-groundhog. Thank you, Jan. To you too. Kristen is saying, how much is too much? What do you consider overload in accessories? Kristen, Tucker, Streeper, you smarty pants, you. That's a good question. It's a very good question. So I have two answers for you, Kristen. Number one, if you are doing a design style like modern minimalism, I'm going to say you're not going to have a lot of accessories in that style. You're a minimalist, right? And any accessory you put in an environment like that, oof, is that going to count a lot? Because there aren't a lot of accessories. So you do need to be mindful of design style, but you also have to be mindful of design strategy. And I without having visuals to show you, which is what I do in Design CPR, Creating Perfect Rooms, where I show you what enough is, so you're not tipping over into the too much. It has to do with the reason that an accessory is going into a space. And if you're just throwing it in there because your son gave it to you, or your daughter-in-law gave it to you, or your mom gave it to you, it's not good enough. If you have to love it, and it has to have a reason for being in that room. Accessories are not haphazard choices. Just like the makeup that you put on any given day is not a haphazard choice, right? There's a reason for every product you use or don't use, every color you do or don't apply to your face, right? There's a reason for it. There's a strategy behind it. Accessories, like all of design, and I've always said this to you guys through the years, design is a very strategic, it's much more strategic and formulaic than people realize. It is. And that's good news, because then when the design muse isn't with you, you lean into strategy and it's there for you. So without having visuals, I can't give you more of an answer, Kristen. If you have a more specific question, feel free to pop it in. I hope I helped you there. Lisa Barton Berenger is saying, do you put the coasters stacked up, or do you spray them around? I usually leave them in a stack, but for bedside tables, I just put one at each bedside table, but I include it in whatever else I'm doing on that bedside table. Same thing in an office. I'll have a single item on a desk, but depending upon the office I'm doing, sometimes I'll leave more of the coasters inside a drawer. So if somebody has, your son or daughter stops in after, after school to visit with you in your office, you pull out a coaster. So there it is. Christy is saying, do you use food as an accessory in a kitchen? You must be my sister from another mother. I sometimes do that. I don't even know if Steve knows I do that, but I do. When we come back from like a farm stand hit in the summertime, we live in the East Coast here, so right now we're freezing our papingies off, which is why I still have my outdoor scarf on, freezing on a job site after the day today. But yeah, I've got this interesting tiered thing in our kitchen in one area, and I'll do a pretty setup. Steve, have you ever noticed the setups? It's like, no, I didn't know you were doing setups, but I'll take like all the lemons and do something with them, and the oranges or somewhere else. So yeah, I love doing that if I can. Sometimes my food of the week doesn't, map out into that, but yes, I love using food as an accessory in a kitchen. And you can also do things depending upon your style in canisters. If you're a candy eater, you can have canisters filled with certain thingamabobs, like, I don't know if there's a particular color that you love. I've seen that done in showrooms also. Sometimes it's a lot of fun. They'll make a statement, with all pink candy, or all red candy at I don't know, Valentine's Day time. Okay, Teresa wants to know, can I repeat number 3? You scooted by it so fast I didn't catch it. I'm going to go through the whole list again, Teresa. You ready? Here we go. The five must-have accessories that I turned into, I think, 11 or 12. Here we go. Number 1 is a decorative box. Ceramic, made out of bone, leather wrapped, faux leather, doesn't matter. It matters because it has to work in the room. Number 2, good-looking frames. 3x5s and 5x7s. You don't need a gajillion of them, but what you have should be good-looking and current. I need to do a framectomy and get rid of some of the frames that I'm accumulating in one area of my home as I tell you this now. No 8x10s. I think they're really hard to style well. Number 3, good-looking vase, 10 to 14 inches tall. 4, fabulous tray. Great on sideboards, coffee tables, even something small is pretty on a countertop in a guest bath. Number 5, great looking coasters, marble, stone, glass, ceramic, faux leather, and so forth. Number 6, a pair or trio of little votive candle holders filled with the votive, or you can do the Faux candles if that's more your thing. I like the actual burning candle. And then as a side note on that, you can just do a candle, a little pillar candle, a 6-inch pillar candle. That is instead of the 3 votives or 2 votives. That looks really good. That's a really great power tool to have as well. Tabletop sculpture. It could be glass, it could be metal and wood, all metal, all wood. Footed bowls, I think, are fantastic for styling out, easy to style out. Good looking small paperweight, again, depends upon what material you need for that. Small tabletop plant, I prefer live, but I get it. A lot of you prefer faux. And books, either coffee table books or cocktail table books. I'm always self-conscious by the way I say the word COFFEE to you, and the way I say CHOCOLATE, because I was with a client once and I gave him some, I thought I said chocolate, and he said, "Are you from New York?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "How'd you know?" He said, "Because you said chocolate." And I said, "I did? I thought I said chocolate." And then he said it like chocolate. It sounded really, to my ear, odd. So when I say coffee table book, I hope I'm saying that right now. It's not coffee, which is how I grew up saying it. A coffee table book. There it is. Anyway, so there it is. That's the list. Now, what you do with the accessories, well, that's where the magic is, right? That's strategy. So check out Design CPR, Creating Perfect Rooms with Accessories, so that I can take you on your accessory journey and do amazing things for you and your home. There it is. So next week, we're talking about what to do when you disagree with your design client's aesthetic, or when you as a client disagree with your designer's aesthetic. What do you do? We're going to talk about that. We're going to look at it from both sides of the aisle. I think I got to everybody here. I did. So, lovelies, I'm going to say so long until next week. Next week, if you're just joining us, next week is my last Instagram live on a Tuesday. Next week is my last Facebook live on a Tuesday. I will miss you. I have loved being here with you for 3+ years doing these, taking a little bit of a break so we can, so I can have a little bit of a break. Got a lot going on in our design company and a lot going on with the fabulous women that I'm coaching. Alrighty, so there it is. Love to you guys. I will see you next week, 4 p.m. Eastern, for our big farewell. Okay, talk to you later. Bye-bye. Hi, this is Donna. Thanks so much for watching. And if you like this video, please hit the like button and comment below so I know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe to the Interior Design Advocates channel so you don't miss any of our great content.